Strasbourg is a city in northeastern France, situated about 250 miles east of Paris and to the west of the Rhine River. The city, a strategic river port, is located on the east-west routes into France just north of the Vosges Mountains, as well as on the north-south routes of the Rhine Valley. The traditional capital of the province of Alsace, Strasbourg was a German city for significant portions of its history. The center of the old city is on an island with branches of the River Three on either side. Several canals serve parts of the city and link it with the Rhine, Rhone, and Marne rivers. The eastern part of the city, with its port connections to the Rhine, is heavily industrialized.
The French king, of course, saw those covered bridges out of wood, and he thought with this system he won't protect right the city. So he let here in the background see this building realized. This building had two aims. It was a place for the soldiers to live in, but it was also, in case of a problem, a kind of a water lock. Just imagine that. so happy, too young for what he had. And now they're going to spend 6 years here. The great problem is going to be he is head of the Protestant League. He is also an...
The Nectar River.
Assmannshausen, das ist ein Weg voll Seligkeit. Von Rüdesheim nach Assmannshausen verklingt mein Becherklang die Zeit. Von Rüdesheim nach Assmannshausen lacht dir manch blondes Mägdelein. Links fließt der Rhein, rechts grüßt der Wein, am Berg die Reben blühen. Augen. Das ist ein Weg voll Seligkeit. Von Rüdesheim nach Assmannshausen verklingt ein Becherklang die Zeit. Von Rüdesheim nach Assmannshausen lacht dir manch blondes Mägdelein. Links fließt der Rhein, rechts grüßt der Wein, am Berg die Reben blühen im Sonnenschein. Links fließt der Rhein, rechts grüßt der Wein, von Assmannshausen.
Look, there's nobody on them.
Well, they
I knew it. I'm ready.
away the Prussian history which always was behind this monument, and try to give a new important meaning for the Germans to the monument of the German corner, which was the unity. And after the reunification in 1989, these pieces of the wall were placed next to the monument. Koblenz, nicely here waving in the wind, is the American flag that was put up after September 11th as a sign of our friendship and our feelings with the United States. And the first years this American flag was waving in the middle of the square of the German corner, replacing the German flag. And after a few years they have put it here next to the European flag. So William I, riding on his horse. Why is this monument here in Koblenz? Because Emperor William I lived here for 8 years as military governor, starting 1850 in the castle by the river Rhine, and he liked this town very much, and he had the wish to have a monument also here. The fortress is completely intact, and we can use it for nicer purposes. We have 3 museums up there, a youth hostel, and we present opera plays, there are concerts, and in 2011 the German horticultural exhibition, the garden show of Germany, will take place, most part behind the fortress. Beneath the fortress, in red and white, was designed by Balthasar Neumann, the famous Baroque style architect. It was actually the last palace that he designed, and it was the administrative building of the Prince Elector of Trier. Trier, that was representing the power of the Catholic Church. The Teutonic Order of Knights that came to Koblenz in the 13th century to take care of a hospital. And behind the walls of the city they built a big administration, and therefore the corner of the city wall was called the Teutonic corner, the German corner. So the name originally has to do with the order and not with Prussian. The confluence of the 2 rivers was right here. You can also see high water marks. Interesting are the 2 highest ones from 1993 and 1995. 2 high waters that arrived during winter time when it was cold and stayed for a few weeks, which had much worse damage than the normal high water, which go away after a few days. On Christmas Eve, electricity went out in the title Basilica Minor in 1993 by Jean-Paul II. This title of honor was given for 3 major reasons. First of all, it is a very old church from the 9th century. At the consecration, even King Louis the Pious, son of Charlemagne, came here to bring presents. The second reason is the most important. In 842, an important historic meeting took place here with the grandsons of Charlemagne, the Frank kings, that talked about the separation of the empire of Charlemagne here in front of St. Castor, which means they prepared the contract of Verdun here. And why did they come to St. Castor? Because Koblenz was situated very much in the center of the empire, and around St. Castor, that was a kind of a convent, there was enough space for the delegation of the kings to put up their tents. Minor, on the left side up you see the keys of the Pope, on the right side the red cross for the city of Trier, governor of Koblenz, and the golden lion is the sign or the symbol for equity. Every 2 minutes he spits, so he should be coming out now, spitting water on people.
Bad boy.
Yeah, why was he chosen? Because he always had a good humor, was positive, lots of energy. Prussian crown. So if you look on top of the entrance, you see the symbol of Koblenz with the red cross, the crown of Maria in the middle. On top of the crown, the second crown, the Prussian Empire, showing Prussians are here. We see again Baroque style houses and the Baroque style towers of the Church of Our Lady, where we have seen the Gothic chorus from before. Now is the difference towards your boat. Where we started from, this area was chosen to build a church on because by this it was safe from the high water. I thought that also the Romans had when they built a temple here at the same position, times of Emperor Valerian in the 4th century. And this temple was found underneath the building during construction works, examined and left underneath. And the Roman altar was already at the same position as the altar of this church is today. So we see here very nicely how often people choose the same areas for their churches. This church, financed and built by the people, was first of all a Romanesque basilica at the 12th century. One major nave, two side naves, one tower facade with peak-shaped towers at this time. Because people wanted to be up to date, windows have been exchanged. For example, we see the traces of a round-shaped window replaced by a Gothic-style window. And in the War of Succession, the peak-shaped towers were completely destroyed. After 1700, therefore, the beautiful bulb-shaped Baroque-style towers were added to the building. And again, we have three different architectures together, which actually are part of the charm of this church. The entrance was renewed, a beautiful Rococo portal, and the Madonna in Baroque style tells about the revelation of St. John, story of the Bible where St. John dreams that Maria is attacked by a dragon, then saved by God and becomes Queen of Heaven. You see here, she placed her foot on the snake, meaning she has overcome the evil. She's wearing the crown, symbol for her being Queen of Heaven. She's surrounded by the moon and the stars, and in her arm is Jesus, the future King of the world. In the inside, we will see beautiful tombstones in Renaissance a little bit. I think the atmosphere...
A German artist, and this is the history of Cologne represented by the ladies. When you go around, you have the history of Cologne by ladies. It starts here with the Roman lady, Germanic lady, the Ubi, with his hairdo, and the Roman lady, with fine curls, and the Franconian, and St. Ursula. And St. Ursula, she is the patron saint of the city. You are aware that 11,000 virgins are protecting you.